This is the construction of the light. Well, following upon, it's kind of hard to introduce this piece. It's because I've had such undisputed success, or rather outright luck, in the supplying of new theories for the local universe, while still surreptitiously wandering around in it, resulting in several word-filled books of poetry, along with a couple comic monologues, everything with important hidden intentions. But now, in fact, and quite fortuitously, I finally saw a theme with nothing in it but the abstract, which means the really unverifiable. Now, this is the construction of the light. And what looks accidental before your eyes never walking on a time-worn street, but in a new universe, whose secret history is the time-worn street exactly. Always present to a mood that seems something very novel. You are where no one has ever been. And some calamity is what you get with the promise time can solve it to the advantage of first impulse. The environment starts up absurdly and gallops on like behind you as you stand looking to the air. The world is stripped of references, difficult to behold, and the mystery saying this is too explicit. It's too real for these eyes already weak with revelation. Revelations of the light. And the light is holding everything for you. Until you're ready for the laughing history. What I consume in daily outings, and I take to sleep in long, dark-lit dreams, like nights in movie houses where the scenes are recombined. And in sleep, all doubt is introduced, with the face of futures falsely wrung from time. When time is actually secret narrative, and bright pictures in the daylight always having conversations with the people. And somehow, before this rift, I knew a part. And it's like, we don't know what is happening. Do you think that everything that's happened and is happening now is held on film somewhere? Reality all rolled into one great archives? Well, it must be. How could anything be lost when it's all experiments in the sky? I say, this is just the tiniest part of possibility. An easy storage to sure decision for the author of the life. It's a limitation life. That's the source of absurd faith. When something happens, then it's irrefutable. According to your eyes that seek with new emotion all revenge for living. So nowadays we have this notion of the long-filmed history, a data bank that's not that big, considering, and a research that could find it the day you put in a drawer some erstwhile speculation to show it again when you relax in the shade. You are informed by the light of a salvation. Who made a sacrifice and synchronized my thoughts with living images? Like the light were a hero riding toward all origin. I see the slower light, the forming light, the shifting of light on the landscape, the stadiums, the burning planets, and the faces of the actor. I see the fire with a light more substantial than the flesh could resist. Though in fact, what I see refutes the eye, like it were miracle. Still, this whole created world I never felt as a debt and never prayed for to survive, until I saw myself walking in the light that remains. The ordinary light that the dead cannot see. that maintains us in a further bold obscurity. I can put this across from nowhere. Has arrived. I don't understand it. This light which must be containing everything. The creation is accomplished. That's why you can forget about it constantly and act like this were merely stage set, left or right. And life is a set of circumstances. This irony you have achieved by gift of history. The night becomes a harmony of lamps inside the room that's been furnished by the mind. Mind perfectly set on futile rumination. Mind set to pause to memories of creation. Breaking forth in dedication. Tonight you can, without doubt, study the terms of the eternity you've been given. Life is recklessness. You are abandoned to the remaining story. Traveling back to the source accused of creating any worlds and the master of disputes. Great absence in the sky could suddenly flood the street, the house, the room with darkness any time. If the light were not this hero riding. Not a force divested of the origin we cannot ever see. You know you can conceive of all the others, roughly populating the day's activity. It's like you can imagine all that's gone before and believe the light contained the archives. believe I ever thought of anything less profound. I just sit with a coffee cup and dash all the projects of the town. While the reality around is like input made, while I was only theoretically born. And when outside, it is not that the light is leading me around, but that it's there long before, and I'm just walking into it. How simple are distinctions made privately. How difficult is action born. The world is lit up. That has been done. Who questions this unquestionable stability? We only talk about the weather like the property man or the lighting director, as if we'd come here with knowledge. Knowledge, prayer. Why we feast and play and plan and scheme right in the light. We publish it daily, absolutely sure the light is on our side. Never in history has there been such assumption of God. For we revel in the long-standing miracle of photographs. And we retire in the halo of these globe lamps. And we live quite sure of tomorrow. For the light has denied the threat of change in the future and assured us that it is the last light of time. The light has transcended time at last. That is the thought when light is the story. You act certain that the light is made, and with this light you construct a dwelling. And the best construction of the light is the novel tale I put upon it. The one that leaves us free to invent more tales about it. I said, the interest paid to reality makes you local. Like you were home all the time. And defended. Nicely lit, it seems. Like I could take pictures of it. Thank you.